Hey guys, this is JB3 and we are back with another episode of FIFA 19 Career Mode Youth Edition featuring Morecambe FC. And in this episode we will take on Southampton here in the league, and then we will move on and make our much awaited debut here in the Champions League against Besiktas. I'm going to try and learn how to say that, but until then we're going to go with Besiktas. BJK might be the option too. So either way, we'll start to learn the name. I just can never get some of these names out, but that's all right. It's September. We'll go through our youth reports as well. So let's get into this episode and see how we can do here in the league and how we can do in our debut in the Champions League. So we have our second month here in Scotland. We have Malcolm Walker, who will continue to keep an eye on. The overall is just really not that great, so I don't know if we'll end up bringing him in. We also have Lewis Young, who's another goalkeeper, which we probably won't bring him in at all. We just have so many. And then we have Jake McCutcheon, who is 68 to 92, and that'll do it for us here in our second month here in Scotland. And we have our second month here in Norway. We have Nygaard, who's 69 to 93, 6'2", looks like he could be a decent left or right back. We have Ramison, 67 to 93, who we'll keep an eye on as well. Again, a low overall. And we have Ronning, 70 to 94. Looks like he could be a decent winger. We'll keep an eye on him, see how that pans out in the next month. And that will do it for us here in Norway. So we have Samuel Katola here in Finland, 74 to 94 potential, decent overall. We'll keep an eye on him for one more month. And then we have Samu, 76 to 94, but a little bit low overall. We'll keep an eye on him for another month. And that's what we'll have here in Finland. So we'll go through our Youth Academy. Doob, finally 16. We'll wait to bring him in until maybe our next Carabao Cup match. You know, he's only going to sit on the bench in that team, so we don't want to bring him in too early. We have Osvaldo Cano, who we might bring in, 67 overall. Not great potential, but still, you know, a decent player. We might get him some run out. We have Pereira, goalkeeper, who we'll just hang on to. Solomon Sapalavita, who we're just waiting for that overall to maybe crack a little bit higher. And then we have Colin White, 83 to 94, but a real low overall. Pauletta looks like a decent player, 84 to 94, 64 overall. And then we have Esquerdo, 67, another central defensive midfielder, 90 to 94. You know, maybe we'll bring him in. We have Bustos, 84 to 90, and a low overall. I think we'll end up getting rid of him. Just don't have the time for him. And then we have Thomas Nygaard, who will also probably bring in for our next Carabao Cup match. 68 overall, 78 to 94. Looks like that potential might be all right. So the 6'3" right midfielder from Norway will probably be coming in next Carabao Cup match. This way we can leave him in the academy as long as possible. And that'll do it for us here in the Youth Academy. And we also have another offer here for the manager. We have an offer for the manager position at Barcelona. We will go ahead and reject that. We're not done here in Morecambe. We're going to try and win the Champions League, and we're not looking to leave. So we'll get into this game against Southampton. It will be the Cup squad, or the backups going out. It will be Magnuson, Zayatev, Karici, Exelos. In the back with Fuentes, Burns, and Durson holding up the midfield. Ross, Lekkonen, Romano, and Jessen leading the charge up front. And we'll get this game underway. Oh, Romano breaks it up and wins the ball, and he's quickly down the wing. Romano pushes on, tries to get past the defenders, holds up and is taken down and draws the penalty for a free kick. A long way out on the edge of the box, Romano will line it up. He'll send this one in, sends it in low, and easily headed away. Karici, though, sends it right onto Burns, taps along to Zayatev, onto Durson, long shot, and just misses wide of the net. Just a chance to test the goalkeeper, and he misses just wide of the sidebar. Burns breaks it up this time, gets it onto Lekkonen. He'll hold, looks for a pass, can't get it off. Finds Lekkonen though, right down the middle. He'll send it on to Romano. Gets the ball on and just couldn't get it in on a tight angle. Romano misses a chance to take the lead 1-0 over Southampton. Magnuson goes into Lekkonen. He'll get it on to Jessen. Jessen in the middle of the field goes to Burns. Out wide to Ross. In the box behind the defense. Takes it on and just can't find the range. Sends it out. Might have gotten a touch to the goalkeeper. Ross drives in. Has a chance to it. Oh, and the goalkeeper does just deflect it away. Oh, top of the box here for Southampton. Karichi can't lay a tackle. Can't break it up. They get a good shot on, and Fuentes, though, gets a hand to it. Sends it out for a corner kick. Romano centers it to Dursun. Dursun looking for a pass, gets it to Lehkonen, who's still picking up that injury. Drives into the box, has a chance, lofts it into Ross. Ross header on, and into the back of the net it goes. Little baby Ross skies up and gets the header in the middle of the box and finds the goal. 1-0. The little 5'5" Scotsman really gets up and puts that one in for Morecambe FC to grab it here. Lehkonen, after picking up the injury, still fights to stay on the field, and Ross jumps in front of everyone and puts it past the goalkeeper into the back of the net. It's 1-0 Morecambe FC. And that'll be the final touch. Morecambe FC head to halftime up 1-0 here over Southampton. A long ball gets behind to Zayatev. Can't get there. And it's a long shot as they get behind the slow back line. And they tie it up 1-1 here in the beginning of the second half. Southampton with a rocket of a shot. Fuentes had no shot at saving it. Couldn't get in front of it. And even if he did, it probably would have gone right through him with the amount of power they had on it. Just get the pass. Karichi misses. Zayatev can't cover. Exelos a little slow at getting back, and it's a tie game. Donaghy carries it up after coming on for Lehkonen. Burns cuts inside his man, sends it in. Jessen on the ball, answers right back. Morecambe FC 2-1. Take the lead here. What a beautiful build-up, and Jessen gets in the right position and drives right past his man. Uses all that pace that he's been working on. Puts it in. 2-1. Morecambe FC take the lead and answer back almost less than a minute later. And they're now on top as Burns gets the pass, gets inside his man. Jessen gets on the inside and beats the keeper into the back of the net. They send in a long ball, goes to the edge of the box. They get behind us. Karichi can't break it up. It's in front. Oh, and they answer right back again. It's a back and forth seesaw game. Karichi tries to break it up but avoids the penalty, and they lay it right in front of Fuentes, and they put it into the roof of the net. It's now 2-2 here. Southampton over Morecambe FC. Counters on and goes to Ross. He moves up, gets to Jessen. Jessen holds up. Has Donaghy and Romano running with him. Goes to Donaghy, taken down. It'll be a free kick. It'll be a long way out, and Morecambe FC will have a chance here as Burns lines this up. Let's see if he can put it on. Puts it in, and oh, great opportunity, but saved by the keeper. Goes to Burns, top of the box, final minutes, cuts inside, takes the long shot, gets a hand to it. Out for a corner as Morecambe FC push forward to try and get a victory. Dursun sends it high and long, punched away, goes out to the back. Sends it back into Lopez. Morecambe FC, one final chance, turn it over. And that'll do it. Morecambe FC get the draw here against Southampton. Just unlucky as the defense isn't able to hold up. 50-50 split. 10 shots, 7 on target. Just not able to beat the keeper. Burns gets a 9.2. Romano a 7.5. Lopez is 5.9. Aguero a 6.0. Jessen an 8.6. Lehkonen 8.1. Ross an 8.3. Donaghy a 6.6. Fuentes a 6.9. Exelos a 7.3. Karichi 7.7. Zayatev 7.5, Magnuson an 8.1, Dursun a 7.6, and Burns a 9.2. That'll do it for us here against Southampton at St. Mary's Stadium. So we will make our Champions League debut here against Besiktas. Yes, I went and practiced that name over and over and over again, so I think I got as close as possible. It will be the starters rolling out here. Besiktas don't look to be a super tough squad coming out of Turkey. So we should have a pretty good time here, but we want to get off on the right foot. So let's get the starters out here, see if we can grab our first 3 points in the group here in the Champions League. So it's been a fun and wild ride, but Morecambe FC after going to the Europa League twice, are now here in the Champions League. It's what we've worked for. It's the goal to try and win this competition and be kings of Europe here after going from League 2 all the way up the leagues into the Premier League, winning it last year, and now we get our chance to compete here against the best teams in the world. Morecambe FC take on Besiktas here in the Turkish League, and we'll try and grab our first 3 points here of the Champions League, and we're underway. Into the edge of the box, Vergara can't get there, and the first opening shot goes over the bar. Kumi goes up to Aldaharni. Has 2 defenders on him, looks for a pass, goes to Mun, slips it through, has Sark, takes a hard touch, and just a little bit of delayed, puts too much power over it, sends it over the bar. Vergara goes up to Sark, he gets it on the Aldaharni and loses it to Mun. Mun presses forward and gets quickly behind, drives into the box, takes a shot right off the goalkeeper's chest, and out for a corner as we counter well as Besiktas continue to press really high up the field. Corner here, it'll be Aldaharni lining it up. Has a chance to take the lead. Sends a high one in. Headed on. No. Lecante on the back. Post in. Puts it in. Morecambe FC break it open. Lecante, the unsuspecting goal scorer, puts it in here on the Champions League and gets us started with our first Champions League goal against Besiktas. And Morecambe FC take the 1-0 lead. It's a long shot. Vergara's header goes a little wide and it lands to the feet of Lecante, who just puts it on and goes right past the diving goalkeeper. Couldn't get a hand to it. Just millimeter perfect right inside the sidebar. Sark goes up the midfield, has a chance, gets it onto Mun. Mun takes a hard touch, leaves it to Aldaharni. Aldaharni has a long shot and finds the range. Aldaharni and Morecambe FC take a 2-0 lead here over Besiktas as we continue to roll, and he celebrates with the fans as they're excited to finally be in the Champions League. They've watched this team grow over the past 7 years, and Mun finds the perfect pass right onto Aldaharni, has it from range and bends it away from the keeper into the back of the net. Adabola turns it over. Vergara, can he get there? Fights back. They go in. They get behind us. Awazi's going to need to be big, and he can't be. Poor passing does us in, and they draw one back as we've dominated most of the game. But one mistake, and they take advantage of it. They go 2-1 here in the 37th minute as they get past us for a goal. Hughes moves it on to Mun in the middle, goes to Aldaharni now. Aldaharni has a chance, lays it to Billy Hughes. Billy Hughes looking for Dupont. Can he get to him? No! Goalkeeper comes out and makes the save. And that'll end the half. It'll be Morecambe FC headed to halftime, 2-1 over Besiktas. Aldaharni goes up to Mun. Mun looking for a pass, can't get to it. Goes back to Aldaharni. Back to Mun. Mun slips it on to Sark. Long range! Knocked away, saved by the keeper. Lacero sends it off to Lecante. Can Morecambe FC counter? They have it. Off to Dupont. Dupont cuts inside again, looking for a pass to Sark. Sark tries to get past his man. Does. Is Dupont on sides? Gets the ball. Puts it off the goalkeeper's face and out for a corner kick. A great opportunity, but couldn't finish. Corner here. Morecambe FC looking to extend that lead. Sark sends it in. Has Lecante header on and wide of the net. Lecante on the final build-up. They'll blow the whistle. 2-1 for Morecambe FC. Probably should have been more. Unlucky in a lot of phases of the game. 8 shots, 5 on target. We let up the 1 goal on the 1 turnover, and it's 3-2 on shots, 50-50 possession. Aldaharni gets a 9.0, Awazi a 7.1, Lecante 8.8, Adabola 7.3, Vergara 7.4, Kumi 7.7, Miro a 5.5, Lekkonen a 6.1, Lopez 6.2, Lacero 6.7, Dupont a 6.2, Billy Hughes a 6.9, Sark an 8.1, Mun an 8.5, and Aldaharni a 9.0, and that'll do it for us here in our opening game here in the Champions League. So guys, that'll do it for us here in this episode, and with the draw, Morecambe FC see themselves in second place to a flying Brighton Hove Albion. We had a really good game, we just weren't able to get the victory, But we do get the victory in the Champions League. We get our first 3 points. We'll have to see how the rest of the group goes. We'll take on Stoke City, who currently sit in 6th position, so we'll have to see how that goes in the next episode. But guys, that'll do it for us here in this one. If you did enjoy it, make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, so you can always find out when the newest episodes are coming out. And until next time, guys, have a good one.